Hello. Hi, you caught me reminiscing. Isn't this new technology cool? There's a small camera built into the top of this screen for use for video chats, conferencing, talking on the phone, or even recording a movie like this. In front of me, which you can't see, but I'll show you, I've got a bunch of old stuff, not including me, but like this. It's a 35mm film camera, the Canon 8E1. Oh, how I love to take pictures with this 1976 technology. My children, as they were growing up, vacations, holidays, sunsets, I saw my life change through this viewfinder. And looking through this viewfinder and applying filters and lenses to this camera reminded me of my journey through my master's program at UBC. The camera came with the normal lens, that's this one here, and I purchased a wide-angle lens and a macro lens. This is 2-in-1. I also have a zoom lens to bring the faraway things up close to me. Oh, and flash attachments and filters, all sorts of things. And all of these do relate to my metaphor of my eportfolio. I'll show you. Here's the index or homepage for my eportfolio. The website design is simple. I have divided my portfolio into pages based on camera parts or accessories. There are 8 links at the top, and they stay in the same place on each page, so getting back and forth is always a click away. The index page explains the metaphor for my eportfolio and links to this video. When there are artifacts on a page, they are on the right-hand side under the artifact heading. All of the linked text files are in rich text formats, so they should be accessible by any word processing application. There is one MP4 movie file, and it opens in QuickTime or iTunes, and one PDF. I have added a link to Apple and Adobe on the index page if the reader needs to download either of these free players. The Basics page is the start of my MET journey. When I applied for this program, one of my stated goals was to become a better technology leader for Houston Community College. I believe that means I need to see technology from different viewpoints. I have 3 pages that represent these different lenses or viewpoints: normal, macro, wide angle, and I have one filters page. Through the normal lens, I looked at research and how I evaluate technology. The normal lens is the most basic of lenses. It's the one that everyone should start with. This lens is the one that comes with a camera. Having the skills to evaluate the works of others is basic to becoming a critical thinker in educational technology. My group article, critique, and my action research proposal and literature review are artifacts on this page. Through the macro lens, I learned how the brain works and how it affects learning. How does my personality and beliefs fit into what I do? Based on our studies of behavioral and cognitive approaches to learning, I developed my own personal learning theory to help guide me as an instructor. I wanted to teach in a constructivist manner, but discovered that I often use 2 approaches in my training. I have noticed that almost everyone in the MET program posts their learning theory map as one of their artifacts. I believe that this exercise was not only one of the most difficult, but rewarding. I left my map as an artifact, along with a plan for redeveloping a training class by applying constructivist theories. Through the wide-angle lens, I have seen a range of educational technology viewpoints and new media cultures. It was a great experience to become a civil servant for the state of Washington. The management of technology at a state level versus a college or classroom was eye-opening and complex. I kept my artifact, but left my civil servant job and the state of Washington right after the class. Another type of wide-angle lens is a fisheye. This lens is a mega wide angle and often distorts the edges of a picture. Investigating sci-fi, the post-human, and other new media cultures reminded me of this strange lens. I left several artifacts on this page, including a bit of a class discussion and a radio interview show on the post-human. A second Met goal of mine was to meet people from different countries because I've always lived in either Oklahoma or Texas. I was a little surprised that most of my classmates were from British Columbia, but they definitely had a variety of backgrounds and experiences, which was often reflected in class discussions. Also, the course Indigeneity, Technology, and Education forced me to get outside of my personal box and ethnicity, looking through different cultural lenses or filters at technology gave me insights into how different races and cultures use and access technology. I left an artifact here about the use of technology to save Native American stories. The self-portrait page is a personal blog. It contains some of my thoughts during the making of this portfolio, and a little bit of information about how I think that I have grown during this process. The last page is named Camera Bag. I added this as a page for other artifacts from this program or for the future. I also posted my eportfolio rubric and a screenshot of My Delicious Cloud, which was comprised of over 450 bookmarks used during various assignments over the last 2 years. Well, that's my tour. The MET program has given me the opportunity to complete many of the stated goals I had when I applied to this program: to be an online student and experience it firsthand, to take courses outside the state of Texas and meet new people, to work with people of differing opinions and cultures, to become a better teacher by learning more about educational theory and applying it in practice, and to become a better instructional technology leader by looking at technology through different lenses. I hope you enjoy my ePortfolio. Thanks for coming by.